Lightning crashes, man old mother does. The center falls to the floor. Oh, nice.
Do you think that was good?
Mm-hmm. Oops. Alright, so I'm kind of coming into this. I think we're sitting at the start of the third turn here. And, got Captain Typo. Let me try to make sure. Oops, double check what he's running. There we go. I think Typo's got the Dash Jan loadout. Typo. Yeah. I played against a guy who was running this the other day. Can't remember if he beat me or not. It was really close. And I thought it would be a build I would wreck, but he actually ended up doing really good. But looks like he's in a bit of trouble now. He's doing okay. Jan down to 3 health, though that hurts. If Oiken can get a good turn here, possibly crit him, probably won't be able to finish him off unless he's able to get to range 1. But gonna be interesting to see what Dash does here. Probably just 1 forward, I would say, because you know Kenkirk's probably gonna go. Well, he might go left actually. And sure enough, Oiken goes blast ahead to try to get to range 1 so he can finish off Jan, potentially block him. And that's kind of an interesting strategy too. I think he's also hoping that he's going to block Jan potentially from getting into range 3 at Dash there so he can't boost him. And Jan's not stressed. So I'm wondering if maybe she didn't get the stress off or the boost last turn. That's interesting. But Dash is. Obviously, that puts the limit. And Kenkirk goes left. He does not clear the stress. Wow, interesting. I guess he felt like the 2 left bank wasn't going to do it. And he'd rather just... And it looks like he is going to be range 1, probably. So Dash is going to have a decision to make. Dash probably going to have to barrel roll. Well, even if he barrel rolls right and boosts, I don't think he'd get out of range 1. He's going to have to fire Oiken. Typo asking about a clarification rule about Oiken. So sounds like he is going to bump then. Would be my guess, or at least he thinks he is. Probably doing a bank, two right bank. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is a really popular loadout with Dash. And obviously he's really new, so we haven't seen a whole lot. But for those who've been playing on Vassal a lot in the past 2 or 3 weeks, and you've been playing these Wave 5 ships, these 5 right here, super popular upgrades combo for Dash. People love that push the limit engine upgrade. Make sure you're getting outside of range 1, or potentially out to range 3, and then Katarn obviously is a great fit with that. It's kind of interesting to see the Dash pairing though, or the Jan pairing, sorry. Now like I said, the guy I played against actually did a really good job of, because the way it works is Jan's boost happens at range 3, so you really don't have to keep him super close. So you'd think that guys would just go after Jan, but with that engine upgrade and the double recon, it makes it hard to lock her down too, so... But she's in a bit of trouble here. So sure enough, Kyle goes forward 1. He's just going to stop there. Focus. Gotta think he's going to try to target lock Oiken. He's thinking about a barrel roll right, possibly, or left, to try to take away Kenkirk's dice bonus, is what he's thinking. Actually, I'd probably rather do that too if it was me. You'd rather take away an extra dice from the enemies than get yourself a target lock, I think. It's a lot more valuable. But Kenkirk's in some trouble here. I'm really surprised he did that 1 left bank, because now a 2 left bank, ooh, that'd be really risky. I mean, look at that. He'd just be strafing right on the edge there. So he's either going to have to do this a 1 left bank again, another white move, or a 2 left turn. Sure enough, Dash goes right to get outside of range 1 of Kenkirk. Now who's he going to shoot at? Kenkirk or Oiken? I better shut this off. Now he's going to put a lock on Kenkirk. So pretty confident he's at range 2 then. I didn't see if he checked. Jan doing 1 right bank. That's probably going to bump. Ooh, just gets clear. Not really sure if you want that in Jan's situation or not. I mean, if it was me, I think I'd probably prefer a bump, as long as Jan was in range 3 of Dash to give him that boost, because now Oiken's going to tear him 1. And obviously Jan gets to shoot 2, but Oiken's got a target lock, going 4 against 2. I mean, you take a crit there as Jan, that could be trouble. Could even potentially die if you get 2 blanks. Or if Oiken gets lucky, gets 4 hits. And Jan's going to lock. Probably the right move. Already got 4 focuses. Hope to get a crit on Oiken. Something like weapon malfunction or blinded pilot. That target lock. 3 on 0. with his Blat turret. He gets 2 hits and a focus. Gotta think he'd just spend it. Yep. So he burns 2 focuses for that. 3 hits. Now you gotta hope you live. If you lose Jan here, it's gonna be tough for Dash to take down those 2 behemoths all by himself, even with all those upgrades. So Dash next, probably going to Kenkirk. He's got that lock on him. Let's go check this out real quick. So we got Gunner on Kenkirk, on Oiken, Determination and Vader. Kind of surprised to see a Vader on Oiken. Maybe you go with that on Patrol Leader. Some guys have talked about that, but even the Patrol Leader himself is 40 points for 16 health. I don't know. I think Vader's really only worth it on the shuttles, in my opinion, but I've never flown something like this. And then another Determination and Nissan on Kenkirk. And Ruauni calling Isard. Now, Kenkirk can't Isard because he's locked. And Isan is, you may perform an evade action. And he's also calling it late. So, by definition, in the tournament rules, the opportunity to do it is right at the start of combat. And so Kenkirk has missed that. He didn't mention it in time, it's too late. Couldn't have done it anyway, he's stressed, but Dash gets 5 big fat hits. Man. This is kind of the matchup you want with the Decimators. You want to go against 2 other ships. You don't really want to go against the Swarm, because those little guys will just hit you. I mean, even Dash, that 5-hit heavy laser cannon is really meant to take out smaller, like, you know, TIEs, X-Wings. That's the kind of matchup you want. Like, this is the kind of matchup that it's built for, in my opinion. But with those engine upgrades, it makes it so maneuverable to lock him down that, man, he's in some trouble. And clearly, he didn't get any hits the first turn, so now he's down to 5 health. It's so hard to get that Dash. I mean, I think, in my opinion, my experience playing against these super maneuverable 2400s, I think action denying them is the best thing, but it's just hard with these fatties. You're just not maneuverable enough to do it. So when they're running around, basically getting, they're getting 3 actions a turn, like Soontir Fel, and they can barrel roll and boost. They're so huge. It's just hard. So we got 2 hits from Kenkirk on Dash. Does he burn the lock? He didn't have a lock, he's stressed. 2 hits. Dash got. Focus spent already. Okay. 2 blanks. There you go. Working him. But you gotta get Jan here for Oiken. You've either gotta get her or get a big, like a really good crit. Even if she lives, even if you get her down to 1, you got to kill her now. Because if she gets 1 more with that Blat, that's 3 more health. You're going to be sitting at 6 and 5, going against Super Dash. I just think you got to get her here. And you got 4 hits. All you need is 1 blank, and you got her. It's going to be... You got it. That's clutch. That's freaking huge right there. Of course, now... Man, both his ships are just strafing that edge. I mean, can't imagine he does anything other than a 2 right turn, but even that's going to be kind of close. That should be good, I think. But trouble is now, Dash is running away from you. Kenkirk's stressed up the ass. Dash is going to be shooting at range 2 or 3 here with a focused target lock attack on Kenkirk.